Hey, they got TVs. They got cars. They got trains. They're doing well for themselves. I need to up my resolution.
Feels like it got a bit warmer.
That's because you're in Belobog, the last bastion of humanity.
Yeah, this humanity, you mean?
Bastion?
700 years ago, monsters from beyond the sky set the world ablaze. The land was turned to scorched earth, with raging infernos and billowing towers of smoke stretching beyond the horizon. In the midst of the conflict, the eternal freeze descended without warning. Suddenly, sweeping winds brought blizzards which buried the invading legion. Belobog was all that remained. The steadfast architects built this city. Under the protection of Klepoth, the Preservation, Belobog remains forever warm in the face of unrelenting cold.
Okay.
You're saying some weird stuff.
March, you're supposed to be whispering, bro.
Marked change in tone. It sounds like he's quoting from a historical record.
Do you guys have Paimon syndrome?
Huh? So why is he telling us all this?
He can see you, you know that, right?
Wanted to know.
Hey, someone that calls out on the bullshit. Let's go. I like you, Japod. Because everybody else Paimon speaks loudly in front of. They spoke softer than Paimon. Paimon shouts to your face. See, I want Black Swan to finish my imaginary my dot team. So right now, getting her is more important than getting Dan, because I have Dr. Ratio, so I don't need Dan. Even though Dan is pretty damn OP, I think Dr. Ratio is more OP. Hope you don't mind if I teleport away from you, sir. Japod's just busy talking. I'm like a black kid in the meme who just peace out, disappear. And he just throws stellar jades at our face.
You finally got some lead.
Some fuel, keep that for later levels.
It's getting late.
We saw strange creatures outside the city. They must have come from a tear in corroded space. A fragmentum, correct?
How do you... That's right. Out there in the blizzard, there are still many threats, including the monsters you saw. The Silvermane guards are continuously engaged with the enemy, and I'm afraid the situation is bleak. After your meeting with the Supreme Guardian, I would like to consult you on this matter.
I'm very confused about something, right?
We're here.
So, as we know, we're about to run into Cocolia, but this is in reference to Honkai Impact. I might have to play the game from overs because I don't know fucking remember. What the hell happened to Cocolia? Did she die? Did she not die? Did she disappear? I think she died. She must have died. She hasn't shown up in forever,
This is
bro.
Klepoth Fort, the heart of Belobog and headquarters of the architects.
The architects?
The saviors of humanity. Long before the arrival of the Eternal Freeze, the architects braved the doubts and derision of the people, never wavering from their construction of its defenses. History has proven that their decision was the correct one. The architects named this fortress after Klepoth, Eon of Preservation. Under their direction, humanity has withstood external enemy attacks and held off the Eternal Freeze. Even today, we resist the Fragmentum's corrosion.
Okay.
This fortress is also the residence of the Supreme Guardian.
Can it fly? Why does it look like it can fly?
The Supreme Guardian?
The Ultra Mega Supreme Heavenly Guardian.
The leader of Belobog, elected and appointed by the architects. The Supreme Guardians have watched over this
The
city for
Ultra Mega
generations,
Heavenly
sheltering
Supreme
from
Guardian.
harm.
Get it right, Japod.
The current Guardian is Madame Cocolia Rand. Every major strategic decision is issued by her.
Yeah, there's no game where if Cocolia shows up, I'm like, she seems like a nice person. Signora might not be named Cocolia, but Signora looks like Cocolia. So if the character even remotely looks like Cocolia, I'm not thinking to myself, well, she looks like a nice person. Well, I was rooting for punching Venti in the face, because Venti won't stop hee-heeing every time it appears on screen. In Honkai Impact, she pissed me off, and in this game, she pisses me off even more.
Whoa, she sounds like a big deal.
The only thing missing from Genshin Impact is a good old Branya Zyshik.
I will now bring you to see Madame Cocolia. Please, have your words at the ready. Her time is precious, so she prefers concise communication.
Walk in there and be like, bitch! Oh yeah, you don't understand these words I am speaking.
We're gonna see her right now? Can I at least find a place to freshen up first?
You're meeting a leader, not going on a date. You look fine.
You've got some snow in your hair, but no one will notice.
I've dispatched a messenger to send word. Madame Cocolia will be aware of your arrival. Come with me.
But that's a meaningless sacrifice. How can you...
Hi, Bronya. But not Bronya. Because if you were real Bronya, she wouldn't stick for shit, bro. Bronya would like look at you with a very serious face and in a very stoic manner tell you to fuck off. This is burial here.
You may leave, Bronya. Visitors have arrived.
You really think you can tell Bronya to fuck off like that, bro? Oh, hell no. Bronya will be like, fine, she'll leave, walk around the corner, appear on the other corner.
Yes, Mother.
Bitch. Hi, Bronya.
Madam Guardian, I have brought 3 outsiders to see you.
The messenger informed me. Well done, Gepard. You may leave. Welcome, visitors from beyond the eternal freeze. Or perhaps I should say, from beyond the sky, no?
Yeah, pretty much.
I am Cocolia Rand, Belobog's Supreme Guardian. I would be grateful if you could tell me why you have come.
Can you please get your name right? You the one who's the super heavenly supreme ultra mega guardian, and you don't even get your name right.
Do you wish me to doubt it? Or perhaps you're not confident in that identity yourself? No, I do not doubt it. I can see that you are not from this world.
Yes, I am not stupid. I am the supreme mega ultra heavenly guardian.
The architects remember the history well, else we should forget it. I know that in the distant past, before the Eternal Freeze descended or the Legion invaded, this world was once prosperous beyond measure.
Yes, they also own 10 trillion to the IPC.
An eon connected our planet to other worlds, and we discovered the endless possibilities of the boundless universe. We also came to know of Klepoth, the Amber Lord. Under their attentive gaze, we built the city walls, so do not be surprised. For 700 years, the architects have received no further communication from the stars. But I knew of your existence. Tell me why you have come.
We've come to trailblaze this planet.
Do you think anyone's gonna know what you're talking about?
Hey, you guys told me to talk. If you wanted to talk, say something better. That was up to you.
We came here for something known as a stellaron.
A stellaron.
Objects that fell from the blue on separate worlds. Their appearance spelled disaster. Many of the planets we visited have suffered their effects. You mentioned invasion by the Antimatter Legion. Soon after their arrival, this planet suffered the Eternal Freeze. At the same time, the phenomenon known as fragmentum space corrosion began to occur. Correct?
And then you're gonna hit them with the, oh no, I do not know what you're talking about, gods arrest them. Clearly you know what we're talking about.
Correct.
All 3 of these are correct. I do not know what, just to say this.
Stellarons bring about different disasters on different worlds, but every world seeded with a stellaron will give birth to fragmentums. You can see us as kind-hearted interstellar public servants, lending a helping hand to any world affected by a stellaron.
Including me, who is a stellaron. As long as I remain on your planet, I can fight off the stellaron, because you can only defeat a stellaron with another stellaron. Gods arrest them.
Your analysis of our current circumstances is clear. We have indeed suffered the disasters you speak of, some of which prove vexatious to us even today. But why should you care?
Bro, they just told you. They are public servants that goes around helping planets from the Stellaron. If they don't do it, who will?
Even if this Stellaron you speak of did bring about disaster, I fail to see its connection to you. I don't believe that anyone would go to such lengths to help a world unrelated to them. Unless they had something to gain.
Yeah, our train's kind of stuck in the sky. Unless we get the Stellaron to chill the fuck out, we are not going anywhere.
Right. Our reason for coming here is not purely selfless. If we don't seal the Stellaron, we cannot leave this planet.
Is that where she says gods arrest him? Which doesn't make sense. We already can't leave this planet. What, you want to throw us? You want to throw us into a prison as well? Please help us locate the Stellaron.
If we can get rid of it, your world will be safer too.
You know how to seal the Stellaron.
We have the relevant means.
Very well, I believe you. If our present situation is truly the result of this so-called Stellaron,
so-called, yes.
Arrival is the hope that Belobog has waited 700 years for. I am willing to assist you in any way possible to help you locate the Stellaron.
Then your arrival is hope that Belobog has waited 700 years for. I believe you. If it's the result of the so-called Stellaron, Belobog has waited 700 years for. That sentence seems weird to me.
It's getting late, and you must be tired. I will arrange for you to stay in our most comfortable hotel. Rest there and get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow at noon, I will dispatch someone to escort you here, and we can discuss this urgent matter in greater detail.
Alright. Thank you, Supreme Ultra Mega Ugly Guardian. Why does Marge look angry?
It should be me thanking you, visitors from beyond the sky. I too need some time. I will go over our records for anything that may be connected to Stellarons. Please excuse me for not escorting you further.
Indeed. And then she gives them a glare from behind their backs. That's the glare! That's the glare! Guards arrest them. The demons!
Of course, I understand. Do not worry. I have a way.
Was he summoning the demons?
It seems that the Supreme Guardian holds you in high regard. I have received orders that your movements are no longer to be restricted.
She's a very impressive figure. I mean, she has a very impressive figure. I mean, she's very reasonable.
You know, I didn't think things were gonna go that smoothly.
I'm afraid I still have duties to attend to. I must return.
Wait! Can you recommend some sites? It's not that late. We want to take a look around.
Well, I'd say that Golden Theater and the History Museum are both worth a look. However, you'd need a pass to get into the museum.
Do not worry. Not long from now, I will lead that museum.
I recommend you visit Everwinter Monument first. It's Belobog's most symbolic landmark. And if you enjoy music, you could head to Neverwinter Workshop. You can sometimes catch an outdoor performance there. The artist is... you'll see. Oh, and if you're staying at Goethe Hotel, please avoid the alley that runs next to it. The one with Silvermane guards stationed there. It's started to be affected by corrosion recently, so it's been sealed off.
So the corrosion is inside the city. That's a grave situation.
Yes, we're mounting a resistance as we speak. I must leave now. I hope all goes well for you.
Bye, Japod. Don't worry, I will bang your sister. Okay. Man, I just want to know when I can go back to fucking simulated universe, man. Damn.
My name is Pelageya Sergeyevna.
Why the fuck is your name? No wonder you tell everybody to say call you Pella.
You can call me Pela.
Yes, Miss Taylor.
Hi, Miss Pella.
And perhaps the grown-ups among us could refrain from acting like children?
Hey. That's offensive. For all you know, I'm a child at heart.
Okay, guys. Take a look over here. This is Everwinter Monument. It was erected to commemorate the
Was it erected?
architects. The architects are followers of the Aeon Klapath. It was they
Look,
that
I don't know why people use the word erected
built
for
our
buildings.
walls and established Belobog, preserving the spark.
Let me get into that. Let us speak finish and I'll get into that.
Even today, they are still tending to the city.
Erect sound like something is doing it by itself, if you know what I mean. It's like the fragment of ice and architecture that you see in front of you just decided to harden itself out of the ground. When you say erect, I don't believe that it's a good synonym for create. Alright? It's better to just say create, okay? It was created by the architect, for the architects, etc., etc. But erect? Nah.
Meteorological records from hundreds of
Blah
years
blah
ago
blah
cannot
blah blah blah
explain
blah blah blah
Put
blah
it
blah
simply,
blah
it's
blah 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 blah. You know, all I'm hearing from you fella is like
Neverwinter Workshop. Hey, didn't Japard say there'd be a show here?
He said there could be a show
He
there.
said you can sometimes catch an outdoor performance. Sometimes being the operative word.
Sometimes indeed.
I wanted to see one.
Why you always look so pissed off, Marge?
I'd been wondering. You see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is so weird.
I don't know, Marge. Put two and two together. Eternal freeze. How do we counter eternal freeze? By heating the air around us.
You'd want a heater inside a building, right?
Is this how they repel the eternal freeze?
If so, I'm not sure mighty is the right word for these architects.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
It's clearly not broken. Distinctively dressed, woman.
She's cool.
Stop making assumptions, Boy 7. Hi. Hello.
Hi there. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop. If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee I'll be interested in fixing it.
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Curious? About the heater? It's just a standard geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district.
Hi. Not from this planet. We only just got here. Everything is new to us.
Only just got here? I figured it out. I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. You must be them?
Yes, I am them. I am him.
What an honor.
Huh?
Where are my
Him.
manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat.
Let's chat with the hot rabbits. I'm down for that.
That's the alley that Japard mentioned. The one contaminated by the fragmentum, right? I can't believe how close it is to the city center.
They hadn't identified it. I bet all the shops and hotels in the vicinity would have had to close down by now.
Move back! This is your final warning!
But my proof of property is inside. I don't have any.
The fragmentum has already corroded this block. You can make a property retrieval request to the architects, but only Silvermane guards are permitted to enter here.
For your own safety, don't be an idiot to run off to that direction. We understand that you have shit that's there, but please do not go there, for you will die.
Can't believe fragmentum corrosion has spread into the city. No wonder there are so many soldiers stationed there.
This world is in real dire states.
Sure is. But at least we're here. Once we seal the Stellaron, they can get back to the good life.
I mean, God, that didn't really happen now, did it?
Please try to understand, sir. Backwater Pass has become very dangerous. We're just here for your safety.
Yeah, you guys pulling off the good cop, bad cop? Or bad cop, bad cop?
If I can't get my proof of property, it doesn't matter how safe I am. Out of...
Well, good going for you, man. If you get frozen stuck in a fucking ghost form, that's your own fault, I guess. That's what actually happens, by the way. They get stuck in some sort of ghost demon form. Hi,
The
Silver.
heater you saw is just a standard geomarrow radiator. They may not look like much, but they're a real lifeline to the people. The blizzards here are brutal. If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city, both above and below the surface.
Yeah, I'm done. Thanks for your answers.
Hey, seeing as there's nothing on your plate just now, want to help me fix up this machine? Just a bit of manual labor. You might find it interesting.
I'm a master of fixing machines.
Great. Then let me give you...
Yeah, I know how to do this game. You don't have to worry about me. I know game. I know. The game! I know.
No match for me.
Nice. You guys are pretty handy. You picked that up in no time. Want to be my assistants? Average pay, but I'm a good boss.
You're a good boss, okay? Should I expect sexual harassment? Tell me in advance so that I know when to sue. Or if I decide not to sue, then that was consent. Just letting you know. Allow me to refuse.
I was only kidding. Just a joke. Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not have a better look around? My workshop will always be open to you. And your wallets, of course.
Not like I can buy from you anyway, so there's no point. Yeah, there's 3 things to look at. How about you go look at those 3 things and nothing else?
Come around and have a look.
So tired. I just want to put my head on a pillow and drift off.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's locked behind a level. MOC's locked behind a level. I think it's level 25. Fuck. That's gonna take a while. That's gonna take a while.
The first day of our trail...
I don't care that much, March. You're tired, we know. Hi, old man.
Wow, what a beautiful lobby. It's gonna be soft mattresses and cushiony pillows tonight.
You act like you don't have that on the train.
Have a pillow fight later? Huh? I bet they're stuffed with goose feathers.
But Dan, you lucky man.
March. Earlier in Klipoth Fort.
Stop, I know what you're gonna say. March, you said too much back there. March, you shouldn't reveal our goal to people we don't trust. Meanwhile, you guys were beating around the bush and speaking in riddles. But check it out. Seems like we landed with a pretty sweet deal, right? We get the royal treatment, rooms in a beautiful hotel, and the full support of the locals. As far as trailblazing goes, this is smooth as heck.
Until the propaganda starts.
That's not what I was going to say.
All right, spit it out then.
Earlier in Klipoth Fort, were you paying attention to the Supreme Guardian?
Well, I certainly was.
Yeah, of course. This isn't my first expedition, you know.
The way she kept saying Stellaron came off as suspicious. Because she would be like, yes, they are Stellaron. I do not know about the so-called thing as the Stellaron. Perhaps if I find the Stellaron... She said it so weirdly, man. I knew there was something up with her.
Something up with her? She seemed normal to me. She was kinda harsh at first, but she turned out to be a nice, reasonable lady.
The naivety. It's affecting us. Dan, do you feel your brain cells disappearing?
Although, it felt like she was looking through me. As in, I know she was speaking to us, but it seemed like her gaze was fixed on something far away.
I had a similar feeling. Almost as if we weren't the only people in the room.
Do you have to put it like that? That's scary.
It must have been the invisible man. Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Well, there's no way he'd get past Dan Hung's sharp eyes.
But he did.
Perhaps I'm too sensitive. She did promise to help us. I just hope she keeps her word. Let's get some...
Let's go get some rest. Hi, old man. And I'm planning to ignore for the next 30 minutes. So I'm gonna end this video after sleeping, I guess. Or should I end it after go to the lower grounds?
It was a long day.
Let's get to bed.
Well, I'm off.
Oh fuck, I wanted to get into the cupboard. Who hears a voice in their head telling them what to do, and they're like, you know what? I don't have psychosis. I'm alright.
What do you want?
They're telling me exactly what I want to hear. That was not suspicious.
Meteorological records from hundreds of
Blah
years
blah
ago
blah
do not
blah blah blah
explain
blah 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 blah. You know, all I'm hearing from you, Pella, is like.